Hi, I'm Shalane, this is Dean, and we are Grassroots Living. Our channel is about getting down to the grassroots of what makes you happy, and what makes us happy is God, family, country, and travel. So this mostly is a travel vlog, but we do have to stop and work for a while sometimes because we have to have money to travel. So we are currently working at Adventureland in Altoona, Iowa, and this vlog today is going to be about the pros and cons, the good things and bad things about working here. So for those of you that are work campers, you might really enjoy this video, and if you're not, you're going to want to turn it off, but don't, because or at least skip to the end, because we have a really special request for all of our viewers today. So if you're not interested in the work camping piece of this video, do go ahead and head to the end after the sign out and see what we need from you. Okay, so one of the first things that we really like about working here is actually the RV park itself. We are not, generally speaking, RV park people. We prefer to be out in the middle of nowhere, boondocking, but when we work, we do stay in RV parks. And the one we are staying in now, which of course is owned by Adventureland, is right next door. It's nice, it has a ton of trees. It is within walking distance, easy walking distance of Adventureland. It has nice laundry facilities and a pool and a trolley that takes you over to Adventureland if you don't want to work. Anything else?
Or don't want to walk.
Don't want to walk? Did I say work?
Yeah, you did say work.
Wow.
It's a typical RV park in that if you're relying on good internet, don't, because it's spotty at best. We have a little jetpack that we use.
And also, like typical RV parks, you're right on top of your neighbor and there are no fire pits, but these are all RV park things, not anything to do with this particular RV park. Right. This one is nice and we have enjoyed it, and the people working here are very friendly. You can go up and have Amazon packages sent to you and just go pick them up at the front desk. Yeah, and they're your mail and they're super accommodating. Let's see. Something that we don't love about working at Adventureland is the pay. The pay is quite low, but we knew that coming in. And that being said, the pay is not low for the work that you do. There are 14-year-olds that work here and do the job just fine, so you don't have to be college educated to do this job. It's just that we usually prefer to take jobs that pay a little bit more than they pay here.
And one of the things they don't do here is they do not pay for any overtime. So if you're on 48 hours in a week, you're not going to get 8 hours of overtime.
Right, because it's a seasonal job. Why does my hair look yellow? Just so y'all know, my hair is not this yellow. I don't know why my hair's looking yellow today. Yeah, the pay is low. The pay is low, but that being said, if you do work till the end of the season, which we're not going to, as a matter of fact, this is our last week here. We had pre-planned that. It has nothing to do, we're not quitting because we don't like the job. We had pre-planned this. But if you do stay until the end of the season, you get 75 cents per hour bonus. So that's fairly significant, honestly. And then also $400 from the campground, which I really don't know why. Yeah,
so what they do, they don't say $400 per person, they say $400 per campsite. So.
Right. Okay, we gotta hurry. What's the next one?
Next one
that we like. I don't have my glasses.
The Coworkers. You know, we have met some absolutely wonderful people here.
Right. You're going to work with people that are pain in the butt, and you're going to work with awesome people, but that's true in any job you're at. It's the same with your managers or your bosses. You're going to have ones that
you like better than others.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
So that's that. It is fun when you're working at a place like this with so many work campers. It's just a great way to network and stuff. We've gotten so much information about places to go and to work and not to go and not to work, and that's just part of the fun of networking with other campers when you're work camping. Another good thing is just the area. There's a lot of things to do in the area. The video that we have coming out next week is about John Wayne's birthplace museum, which we got to go to yesterday, which was really fabulous. And there's just so many things to do in this area. I was really surprised at the number of activities, and the beauty of the area really surprised me.
Yeah, I know. I can't tell you how many times I've been traveling with her, and she said, I had no idea Iowa was this pretty.
Let's see, something that we don't like, and this is us We like to work together, but they don't allow couples to work together. And that kind of bugs us, because one reason we like work camping is that we like to work together.
Now, most of the times we'll be on the same shift, but there are many of the retail stores that you work at where there are two places, two registers, but they don't let couples work at the same store, with the two registers.
So for some of you that would be a positive, because you prefer that 8 hours apart during the day. You love your partner, but you need that breathing room. For us, we would prefer to work together, and it's just not allowed, and that's kind of a bummer for us. So we definitely seek out places where we can work that will allow us to work together. Next is the next thing that we like is, for us, they have been, and we work in, you can either work in rides or foods or retail. We work in retail. I said rides, but you're right. Oh, games, rides, foods, retail. We work in retail, so we can't speak to other departments, only retail. Our managers have been super accommodating to the days off that we have requested. They're accommodating to the shifts that you prefer, the days off that you need. We don't work on Sundays. That was a non-issue from the beginning. We talk about that in the interview. During the interview process, we always...
And what's interesting, many places, including Adventureland, said you will be required to work weekends. And so when we called and talked to them, we said, I noticed that you said we're required to work weekends, and we don't mind working every Saturday, but we do not work on Sundays for religious, our religious preferences. And they said, you know what, that's fine. So
that has been really nice and good for us, and very much appreciated. Something that we don't like, again, that you might like, is the job for us tends to be painfully boring. Now, some people like the fact that they can go to work and hang out and literally do nothing, because there's nobody that comes through your store or whatever, so you're just hanging out, chilling, doing nothing. To me, is horrible. It's so boring. So yeah, some of the shops that you are required to work in, just for whatever reason, don't get very much business, and yeah, it's just boring.
One of the things I like about it is that there is a wide variety of stores to work at. And so there are some times where I'm in a store that I love being in, and it's just fun to be there. It's busy, it's fast paced, it's everything that I like about being. So there's so many great days that I have at Adventureland, working, and it's fun and whatever. But every once in a while you're stuck at Bernie's Barnyard, and I think she went an entire shift one time making one sale. So it was, it can be painfully slow, but then again, most of the days that I'm having are wonderful.
So something else that we like, we appreciate the commissary, where you can have lunch. The prices there are really cheap, and the food is not too bad at all. And also you get a 25% discount on all retail items, not on foods. That's a different department, and they don't give us the 25% discount. I don't have my glasses. You have to tell me what's next. I'm having a hard time.
Well, one of the things that we did like about it is that there is no contract. Like, we told them in advance that we were planning a trip, that we'd just be there for a couple months, and they were like, that's cool. We have people coming in July and just working the last 2 months. So. Yeah,
we have some friends that just arrived, and then they will stay to the end of the season. They're in rides though, which they really enjoy. They really enjoy working with the people and working with the kids. And
I asked him what was the biggest plus and what was the biggest negative about working rides, and he said that just watching everybody having fun. The little kids just having a blast when they get on the rides, and said it's so much fun to watch. And I said, what's the biggest negative? And he said, the people.
The people and the people.
Yeah, because there are some people that are just bound to try to make everybody's day miserable. One of the things
we're almost done. We've got like 3 more things. One
of the things that we don't like about it is that I'm surprised at just how hot and humid it is in Iowa. It's farther north, and this is a particularly cool summer.
We thought it was going to be cooler here.
Yeah, I guess I was envisioning northern Minnesota, but instead it's pretty warm here on a hot day.
Humid, and we're from the Midwest. Humidity is not new to us, but what is this word? Right here.
Tubes.
something we don't like about Adventureland. Adventureland, if you're watching, you listen. Get on my nerves. So, Adventureland and Adventure Bay are connected together. Adventure Bay, of course, is the water park. We were really excited to work here because they have the lazy river, which they call something else. But
Caribbean cruiser.
It's the lazy river. You know, you get on the inner tube and you float around. And that's what we like to do because we're old people. We like to get on the little water and float around all day. That's what we want to do. And that's what we thought we were going to do on our days off, you know, on hot days. We were going to be able to enjoy that as employees. So you guys might think this is super Mickey Mouse and like lame that we're even saying this, but I'm telling you, it's kind of annoying because we have to pay for our tubes. You have to rent the tubes. They're $5. You get $2 back when you return it. Season pass holders get all $5 back, but employees do not. So they have to essentially rent the tube each time they want to float for $3, which you think, well, you get in for free. What's $3? But it's just annoying because I shouldn't have to pay.
Almost every water park we've ever been to, the tubes are just
you don't have to rent tubes. That's crazy that you have to. So here's the thing that's weird about that to me. Okay, so just because we're like, no, we're not going to play like that. We're not going to go pay $3 for our tube. They have lost out on a lot of money from us because if you think about it, every time we would have gone and we're just like, no, they're not getting our $3. They could have been getting so much more money from us because we would have gone over, floated around, gotten thirsty, bought a water, gotten hungry, eaten there, maybe shopped for our grandbabies while we were there. So all of this money that we would have been spending every time we would have visited the water park, we did not because we were so anti pay $3 for a tube. So
I did do it once though.
We did do it one time, but we had planned on doing it, you know, at least like once a week.
That was one of the big selling points for me when they said they had a water park with a lazy river. I'm like, oh, I'll be there. Yeah.
Okay, so every place we work, which will probably be 2 to 3 different places per year, we'll do a video on that workplace. For the work campers that do watch this channel and would like to know about the different employment opportunities. And each time we'll give the pros and cons like we did this time, and we will also give it a grade. We do not agree on everything in life, and we probably won't agree. We haven't even discussed what grade we would give, I don't think. But I'm going to give this park, you know, we're former teachers, so we're giving it a grade.
Yeah.
I would give working at this park a C+. A C+. I'm going to give it a C+, which means I would return if I had to, but not readily. It's not my gig.
And I'd give it a B+. Again, I have a lot of fun at work and really enjoy my coworkers. They would have slipped into the A if not for that whole tube thing on the lazy river. There are problems with the park, and if you're one of those people that likes to find problems, you'll find them. But if you choose to find the positive out there too, you're going to find some positive things as well. So I guarantee that.
Plus, just the sights and the smells and the sounds of working at an amusement park are just fun. That's one of the things I love about it. Walking into work every day and smelling the cotton candy and the popcorn and hearing the carousel and the kids playing. I enjoy that. So it's a good atmosphere.
Yes, it is. But I have got to get to work.
You've got to go to work. Remember to stick with us for just a second. We do have a special request. He's going to work, so I'll put it out there for us. But as for right now, we want to remind you, this is Grassroots Living, reminding you to get down to the grassroots of what makes you happy and live your love.
And we're thinking of it.
Peace out. Okay, so Dean's getting ready to walk out the door for work. So those of you that went through the whole video, we appreciate that. Those of you that skipped all the way to the end because you're not interested in work camping, thank you for sliding to the end and sticking with us. So here's our request. I'm going to be putting maps up on the screen of the places that we're going to be going over the next 6 weeks. We would like to know if you have ever been to any of these places, things that you discovered, things that you think that we should see along the way. We really want to squeeze the life out of this trip and just get the biggest bang for our buck. So if you have any suggestions about where we can go and what we can do, please comment below and let us know. For my music buffs out there, we want you to comment below and let us know what music to add to our playlist for our travel adventures. We have a travel playlist and we want the very best music on it. So if you have any suggestions for our travel playlist, comment below, let us know, and help us get the most out of this adventure. If you want to know anything about what work camping is or what we do, comment below and let us know if you would like to see a video explaining more about our lifestyle and just work camping in general. Also, if you have any specific questions about working at Adventureland, please comment below, ask those questions. We will be more than happy to answer them. I'll see you guys soon.